Hello friends, Hattie from Honeybee Stampers here. Today's video is all about this really pretty card. I wanted to showcase a very unique product that Stampin' Up! Has that actually came out last year, sometime last year. And the washi tape concept is not unique, but the way that we use this washi tape in combination with a die that coordinates with it is what I think makes it really unique. And so the product is called Extraordinary Flora, and it actually is still available for purchase. It is March 30th, 2026, if you're watching this video. And I wanted to kind of show you how to put this card together, how easy it is to use this washi tape, and I think you'll fall in love with it just like I did. We created this card at my recent Sweet and Simple card class, and it is so cute, so simple, and you're gonna love it. All right, so let's get started by talking about the washi tape itself. This card right here is featuring all of the little die cut pieces of the washi. It looks like it's a complicated card to put together, but it really isn't. And I even use some on the inside of the card. So the washi tape comes in a roll that looks like this, and it's a pretty large roll compared to typical washi tape. So you're going to want to have something to stick it on, whether it be white cardstock, you can use vellum, you could also use acetate, you could use all kinds of things. You can use other cardstock colors, other designer series paper, whatever you wish to be able to attach this to so that we can die cut this out, because as you can tell, it's very tacky or sticky on the backside, just like washi tape would be. When you unroll the washi tape here, you're going to see that it reveals two sets of flowers. So you're going to see this right here is kind of has a, I would say a calypso coral or like a flirty flamingo type color with the flowers. And then this one here on this side has more of what I consider to be a petunia pop. And that's the color I chose to coordinate with this. So what you do is you just stretch it out onto whatever medium that you're going to use. So I'm going to use just this basic white cardstock, and then I'm just going to smooth it out like this. Now, if you make a mistake and you don't like the way that it's placed on the cardstock, and maybe it's got some wrinkles in it, you can actually lift it up pretty easily. And if you're careful, you can peel it back and then re-stick it, no problem. So now once you've done that, I'm going to go ahead and cut this away from the roll. Okay, and then we're ready to use this later. And you can see there is a ton of this washi tape in here, so you'll be able to do a lot of cards. So here we go again. Here's that half where I said part of it has that pinkish calypso coral color, and then we've got the Petunia Pop color here. I am just going to cut and separate these two because I can use this for another card later. And then for this one right here, this is the one that we're going to feature. Now there's a coordinating product. We've got the stamp set here called the Extraordinary Flora, and it's got this beautiful stamp. And then this is actually not shown at full 100%. It's just enough to fit on the page here. And then we've got a few sentiments here, so that's great. It is a photopolymer stamp, so it looks like that. Okay. But then there's a coordinating die that goes with it. So the unique part about this is that this die actually fits over, you'll see the washi tape, and it also fits over the stamped image to be able to cut out every single one of those flowers perfectly. So let's go ahead and die cut that out. Grab my die cutting machine here. Okay, so you're gonna set this down, and you'll see that it cuts out that perfectly, same with this other side, right? So I'm gonna put that to the side there. Okay. Now I'm just gonna line up my die, and you can use tape to hold it down if you'd like. The method that I typically go for, just because it's easier, is I'll take my top plate, and I'm using the smaller plates that go with our little mini cut and emboss machine, and I just push it down really hard. So I place quite a bit of pressure on it so that it doesn't move, because as you're rolling it through, sometimes it can shift on you, and that's why people like to use tape usually washi tape, or there's a Post-it note tape that you can also order on Amazon or probably get in some stores. So this die cut actually does such a great job. It just takes one pass and it die cuts all of that out. And then here's the negative. You get rid of that. Then you can grab all of these pretty flowers and all these pretty pieces that you get to work with. So simple. Okay, so we'll set that here. Now, at my class, I do cut and prep as much of the card as I can for them to make the experience sweet and simple, and that's where I came up with the name. So even though there are several steps to this card, the assembly part of it is quite easy. All right, so let's get out all the pieces. So when they come to a class, they're going to get an envelope, our wonderful envelopes that I love, and they're going to get all the pieces to create the card. So let's just kind of get ourselves oriented here. We even have ribbon and bows that are tied, which is great. So whenever that can happen, we do that. My friend Jennifer helped me tie some bows, so that's great. And then they're going to get another little piece right here because we're going to use this to wrap around our sentiment label. All right, let's start with some stamping. I am going to be featuring the Nature Symphony stamp set. I decided to go with that because these sentiments were just a little bit too tiny for the design I was going for. So I wanted to use You Make Me Smile and I Like You Lots. I love that combination together, and this is one of our new stamp sets that is available right now. And then these are the dies that coordinate with it. You can see that it's in the new packaging. So I grabbed that stamp set, and then of course all the colors coordinate. So we're going to use the Petunia Pop that coordinates with the card base. And I just inked this up and stamped it, not quite in the center, but not all the way at the top, like that. Then we are going to, let me go ahead and stamp the inside. Well, actually, we'll do the inside after we put the flowers on. I'm going to show you how I took this twine and I just kind of had them fold it in half and add a glue dot. Glue dot is my adhesive of choice. If you don't have our glue dots, definitely get them and put them in your arsenal because you'll use them a lot. So we're gonna take two of the ends and add a glue dot to it. Okay. And then I'm just gonna put this on the back side of this banner. I'll show you where these banners come from in just a minute. And then I just kind of pull it over this way, okay? And then we're going to add another glue dot to the back here and tack that on there. So now it gives you almost the illusion that you have wrapped the twine around the tag twice, right? Or this little label. Let me straighten that out there. Okay, another little step that I did is I did do a little spray of color. So we no longer carry the Stampin' Right markers, but I did have one that coordinated. If you have our Stampin' Blend, you can do the same thing with that. And I just flick some color onto my tag, just like that. And I don't do it that hard so that you can see that the tip is still intact. Okay. So now that I've done that, we've got another little banner somewhere. Here it is. And I'm just going to add this to this banner with some Stampin' Dimensionals. And when I put these on, I'm going to, let me see here. I'm going to put the dimensionals on so that I'm not exactly in each corner, because I'm going to place all the pieces of these cute little flowers in here, and I want to be able to have a room to put them on there. So let's do that. There we go. We're just going to center this banner on top of this banner like so. And then let's bring in our card base. Our card base is always already scored for them. I try to do that whenever I can, make life easier, right? And we've got a layer of Petunia Pop that's going to go on the top, and this is with a new embossing folder. This embossing folder is called the Beautiful Pattern Embossing Folder. It's really nice. I've been designing a lot with this because it's just kind of a neutral background that adds a little pop. When I was putting the card together, I tried it without that layer, and I had kind of these on here, the flowers on here, and it was pretty, it was. But when you add this layer to it, it just makes the card, just takes it to the next level. So we're going to add some adhesive to the back of this. I will upload this video to my YouTube channel, Honeybee Stampers, and I will put the measurements in the description on the YouTube channel as well. Then I took this is designer series paper that is one of the, we always come out with these 6x6 DSPs packs, and they usually have like 4 different designs. And I want to say this one's retired, but they're all very similar, where you've got these great images that you can use that feature each color. So we've got them in the InColors, in all of the color families. And so it's really nice to have a pack of that designer series paper, because a lot of times there's stripes or dots or something just very simple. Okay, just center that on there. And then we're going to bring this in, and I'm going to actually pop that up with some dimensionals again. Okay. And we'll center that on our card like so. Let me show you where I got these banners before I forget. So the banners come from, it's called Party Banners Dies, and it's a really large set of dies. And you've probably seen, maybe if you're looking on Pinterest and you look up these party banner dies, you'll see people use that larger die to create nice big banners and put letters on it. And it's just such a great die set to have, because you can use it for banners. You can actually make 3D projects with it. And then of course you can put it on a card as a focal point like this. All right, now for adding our flowers to really make this card look beautiful, I'm going to actually just case what I did. So I'm going to start with this flower here, and I'm going to put it on with a dimensional right in the corner. And I use dimensionals and glue dots to kind of put these flowers on, because I wanted to layer them one right on top of the other. So you'll see that. And then let's see here, I found this big flower here. I put this one on the next layer down. So I'm going to put a glue dot here, or a dimensional here, and we're just going to slide this in right there. Don't want to cover up my sentiment, so let me move that. Okay, and then we've got this pretty one. I'm actually going to use a glue dot for this one. I'm going to put it right in the back, directly to the card base. You'll see it sticking out right there. Okay. And then for this one, I'm going to put a glue dot on it, but I'm going to put it on this second level, or the second banner there, like that. And we'll take these, another glue dot. Love our glue dots. And I'm going to tuck it in there. Okay, you can see how easy that is to build these flower bouquets. Let's see, we've got one of these. And then we're just going to tuck this one right in here, in that empty spot. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. Okay, so now for this one, let's grab another glue dot. And this one, I wanted to kind of spray up and out. I don't want it to hang off. I'm going to bring it down a little bit. I don't want it to hang off of my card, because I won't be able to fit it into the card envelope. And then this one is going to go on with a dimensional. So we'll stick a dimensional right there and add that in. Okay. Then we've got this one. And we are going to tuck this in between the two banners so that it sprays down on the card. And we're going to use this one next. And let's see here. I think I put this right. I think I put it down here. And then one of these little flowers. If I can get that off of there. Right there. Okay. Looks good. So we've got a few more flowers left over here. Okay, and we're going to use that on the inside of our card. I think I've kind of copied everything. Then we did take that twine with the bow. Let me try to straighten this out a little bit. And I'm going to use a glue dot. Like this. And you can use your glue dot to kind of straighten out your twine too. If it's twisting on you, you can just untwist it like that and then use the glue dot to kind of hold the pieces open. Or you can untie it and retie the bow, whichever works. Okay, we're gonna move on from that. But you just take this and we're just gonna tuck this right underneath here. Now you can go back and reinforce these flowers if you wanted, adding more glue dots, adding more dimensionals so that you can get it the way that you want it. I know I'm saying that it's fine, that this twine is twisting, but it's driving me nuts. Okay, there. So there's the front of our card. We've got some little gems here. These are sequin, and I believe these are retired as well, but you could use just about any sequin, or our rhinestones would look really great with this card as well. And I'm just gonna put these on here. I'm missing one, I don't know where it is, I'll have to find it later. But we'll start with that there. Okay, now for the inside of our card, let's take a look at what we did here. Took the leftover flowers and sprigs and all this pretty stuff and just kind of put together another little bouquet of flowers. And it looks like the only flower I didn't use is this little one. I probably should use it, but there we go. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I can use glue dots again for this, or I could actually use liquid glue also. So let me start with this one. And I'm just gonna put that right there. And again, like I said, you could go back and reinforce these with some additional glue if you like. Okay. Add another glue dot right there. Okay. And then we'll tuck these roses. I feel like these roses actually belong with that first set of flowers. Stick it right there. And then we'll stick this one down here. So it's all overlapping, and I did not put this one on, but I think this is the Lone Man, last one standing, so let's use it. And we'll stick it right back here. So it has a little pop of color there. Okay, let me add one more dimensional to the top to hold it down. Or not dimensional, I keep saying dimensional, glue dot. Okay, now that I've created that little bouquet of flowers, I'm gonna go in with my sentiment. Ink this up. And just kind of eyeball it and stamp right there. All right, there we go. Let's add that to the inside of our card, and this card is done. I absolutely love it. You could take and create so many little washi tape, take all these washi tape and cut out a ton of them, be able to make multiple cards. You don't have to use every single flower on a card if you don't want to. I just really like being able to utilize all of them. And I definitely will come back with a card that I'm gonna design using that. I actually did design a couple other projects. I couldn't locate them. We did it for our demonstrator retreat last year. And I love the way those cards turned out, but I have no idea where I put them. So I'll have to find the pictures and post those pictures of those cards. So there we go. I hope you love that Extraordinary Flora stamp set, washi tape, and the coordinating die. Don't miss it. It's actually rather inexpensive. I think the washi tape's $15 and the stamp set's $20. The die, I believe, I can't actually remember how much the die costs, but it's a must. If you get the washi tape and the die, you're golden. So you can use it for lots and lots of projects. They did come out with a new washi tape similar to this, but the dies are a little bit different. So it looks like this, okay? And it coordinates with our Greenery Lane bundle. So this is the stamp set here, and then these are the dies. So you'll see that some of these dies here, die cut out the images from this washi tape. And that's why I really love this one, because it's got that one big one and it just cuts them all out at one time. And I love the colors on this as well. So if I had to pick one between the two of these, I would definitely get this one, most definitely. Let me show you a couple projects with this Greenery Lane that I did at my friend Jen Hill's retreat. So this one right here, she had us take the washi tape and put it over some soft seafoam cardstock. So can you see the difference there? And so you'll see the washi tape coming through, but the cardstock color is also coming through, and it gives you that really unique look there. And then we also used, same thing, put the washi tape over the bubble bath cardstock and then die cut them out. So you've got a bubble bath background there. And then we did this vellum card with that. And then this was one of the other projects where she just put the washi tape directly on a notebook, okay? And then we just put our little name plates together. So this washi tape here is very, very beautiful, as you can see, and you can die cut out all of these different pieces. And I really like how she layered them on different colors of cardstock to create that. I definitely could have done that as well with this, but I really like the white and how it kind of allows the colors to shine through. But yeah, that's it. This is a very amazing washi tape. It's very unique to Stampin' Up. We have carried washi tape in the past, like I said, but not this style. So I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Make sure you grab it. And if you have any questions, let me know. If you like this video, definitely comment, like, share, all the things. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.